Hello, dear listeners. I hope all is well with everyone. On account of the Nagaland Cooperative Conclave, we bring to you a special interview. Today with us, we have Mr. Ritesh Dey, Executive Director, National Cooperative Union of India, New Delhi. And together, we will be discussing on important matters concerning cooperative in Nagaland and in India. So, let us dive straight into the interview. Sir, can you briefly introduce yourself to our listeners and also kindly tell us about your involvement in cooperatives?
My name is Ritesh Dey. I am Executive Director and I am working in National Cooperative Union of India, which is the apex body of Indian cooperative movement. Like in other CII, Confederation of Indian Industry. NCUI is the confederation of all cooperatives in India. I have been in cooperative for the last nearly 30 years and I'm working for the cooperative development, as such promotion and cooperative development. And we want to make economic and social transformations throughout India, in states, in districts, and in the village level.
Thank you for your introduction. Now, for our listeners who might not be aware, I believe that it will be suitable to begin with the clarity of the term itself, sir. So, how would you describe your understanding of what a cooperative is?
In very simple, cooperative is a social and business enterprise. And it is little different from the other business enterprise in the sense this is run by the member, owned by the member, and it is services gained by the member, and the member becomes also sometimes employer also. So that's why it is different from others. So basically it is a democratic institutions where one person means one member, one vote, irrespective of their shares. And the profit is distributed according to their involvement in that cooperation and how much services they are getting from the cooperative. And this is why the cooperative business enterprise is different from the other traditional business enterprise.
Thank you for elucidating us. I'm sure our listeners have gotten an idea about that. With that, I want to pose some youth-centric questions, sir. Now, how common do you think awareness of cooperatives is among young people, especially in a state like Nagaland?
We start at the very beginning that we have started a program called COP Connect, means connecting youth with the cooperatives. The purpose is that we want to tell the youth about the importance of cooperative business model or as such cooperatives as a social and business enterprise. And the youth involvement is very important because this cooperative movement is more than 120 years old in India. So when an organization or when a sector is such a old sector, there we need innovation, there we need push-up, there we need a technology upgradation, where we need young minds, fertile minds. So that's why we need the young generation more rather than the young generation required us to make the social and economic transformation in the 21st century.
Thank you for sharing your take on that, sir. Now, since we are focusing on the subject of cooperative awareness amongst youth, I would like to pose a question in connection to that, sir. Can you tell us how can schools, colleges, or universities encourage cooperative values among students?
I will tell from Nagaland perspective. Nagaland is 30% of the population of Nagaland is youth, which is according to the National Youth Policy 2024, 15 to 29 years of age. Now, how we can do that is very important. And that's why I told maybe the cooperative state cooperative union, Nagaland State Cooperative Union may like to go proactively to all institutes, whether it is a government or private institute, there talk to the teachers, talk to the principals. Maybe initially they can have a dialogue with all the school principals and they can tell them the value of cooperatives, and then they can go to the youth, the students, and tell them about the cooperative model of enterprise, so that how they can connect themselves, maybe through internship, maybe through voluntary, or maybe in future, if they find it is good, they can form new cooperatives in the emerging sector in Nagaland. Like many resources are there, natural resources, maybe in the green energy sector, maybe agro processing, maybe organic farming, maybe mining, Or another one comes called platform cooperatives. It is a technology-based cooperatives to promote the business of a cooperative so that young people can beneficial, and these things we need to tell the young people, and of course they will understand and they will join cooperatives.
Indeed, the continued efforts, or should I say the implementation of such an environment, would truly foster the idea of cooperative values among the students. Now, sir, be it any field of profession, I believe success stories and practical examples also serve as great encouragement to aspiring minds. So, in our context, can you share with our listeners any examples of successful youth led cooperative initiatives?
I talk about the platform cooperatives, not the very much famous in India, but we are just telling them this is a business oriented cooperatives, technology oriented cooperative where student can be involved. There are many health cooperatives, the tourism cooperative where the young generation they had started, and there is the IT cooperatives also. They provide technology solutions for the people through these cooperatives. So these are some successful cooperatives where youngster can learn through various maybe in the social media or through internet. They can browse these cooperatives in India, youth-led cooperatives, and they can learn from their success stories.
Thank you for sharing, sir. Now I'm really excited to hear your opinion on the next question. So, in connection to the success examples you have mentioned, which sector do you feel offers most promising opportunities for youths in cooperative, as in agriculture, technology, services, etc.?
While going to the resources in Nagaland, they have a very good agricultural land and about 1 million hectare is the bamboo productions. So bamboo is a very good medicinal plant, as well as from bamboo they can lot of handicrafts items. So these handicraft items they can provide an agro processing or platform cooperative technology based to sell these products online, not only in Nagaland, to India and abroad also. Similarly, since the soil is alluvial, so there is a huge scope of natural farming and organic farming. And organic farming with GI tag gives value addition to the product, which these platform cooperatives or agro processing cooperatives can help the student. Third is that I told about tourism cooperatives, including health tourism. This is a very another area where they can socially contribute. Besides that, you have a huge hydroelectric power plants are also that. Here also you have a scope of power generation, mean green energy cooperatives, where the student can use technology. We have a huge mining also. There also the student can join in the mining cooperatives. And besides that, there are already existing many primary agricultural cooperatives and other sort of cooperatives, which is not doing well because they have gone old. They need new innovation, new technology, new mindset. So the student can join them and put them hand holding and help them to change them from the defunct to a live cooperative society and strengthen the base.
Thank you for sharing, sir. I'm sure our listeners have noted that down. Now, this may be the most important question, sir. Let me put it straight. Do you feel that current government policies support youth participations in cooperatives? How do you perceive this situation, sir?
I was going through the vision document of Nagaland 2030. In vision document of Nagaland, lot of things has been mentioned about youth. Specifically, they have discussed about the employment of youth. And as per the figure which is available, every year around 13,000 educated youth, every year Nagaland produces 13,000, of which around maximum 3,000 people get government jobs. Another 10,000 people. For the another 10,000 people, there is a very good vision document. They provide skilling and also providing certain financial assistance to start their business ventures. When we start the business venture, there can be a cooperative business venture. So with a startup cooperative business venture, in all the resource using the resources, this 10,000 employment can be generated. And I have given a roadmap nearly at least 5,000 in the next every year that can be generated through cooperatives, and which has been already government is planning to do it, and they will be doing. And since it is International Year of Cooperatives and United Nations gives special focus to engage youth, so definitely government will provide conducive policy for the young generation to come to cooperatives to generate employment, join the cooperatives and generate employment.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your honest thoughts about the situation. It definitely seems promising. Now, I believe it would be incomplete to just speak generally without including your story. So, I'm sure our listeners would like to hear about your personal account too. So, let me ask this. What first sparked your interest in cooperative movement and how did things go about since then?
Well, cooperatives, when I joined, I have little bit knowledge about cooperatives. What is the cooperative? But I understand it is a people-centered movement where you can contribute economically. And another important thing, cooperative has a social values. So that's why we call it as social enterprises. So when this social value, I'm a very fond of social development. We want to do something for the community, and I understand it is the every person's responsibility, every Indians and every Naga youth, their responsibility to take care of the social development. And that's why and I am very thankful to God. I've given the opportunity and the various role during the last more than 25 years in the various role in my organization. I could certainly contribute something for the social development.
Well, definitely an interesting and inspiring journey. I'm sure our listeners have been encouraged through your journey. With all of that, I believe we have touched pretty much on the cooperative environment in general. And I also believe that the right direction to head now is forward. So, speaking of the future, how do you see the role of youth in the future of cooperative movement?
Yes, as I already told, is a cooperative is more than 120 years old institution. So this institution needs energy, it needs innovation, it needs digital transformation, and these three transformations give the economic transformation and social transformation. And these three things you can get from the youth only: innovation, they have the ability to develop new technology, and nowadays the youth are very much inclined, no only not only the jobs, they want satisfaction, they want to contribute something for the social development. So all these things they can get in cooperatives, so that will be definitely help in developing the cooperative sector. And involvement of youth will be a game changer for the cooperative development in Nagaland, as 30% of the population is youth at present.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your honest thoughts and the promising scope for the future. Dear listeners, as we have all heard it, let us all hope and work for the best. Now, sir, we have saved the best question for the last. What advice would you give to the youth who want to join or start a cooperative?
Yes, that's a very good. Like, see, students now today they who have joined here, they knows about it. And what I told them, you also put these things before your other students, your friends. And students are very nowadays socially through social media, they can connect with their friends and lot of people. And for that purpose, we need to connect them, and that can be what we can offer them. Initially they can voluntary services to the cooperatives. From there they will give services, but they will learn the business model, they will learn the marketing, they will learn the finance. At the same time they will be able to networking with the persons who have already run these cooperatives. This is where they can connect. Second thing, students can formally take internship in the cooperative institutions like cooperative bank, dairy cooperative, handicapped cooperatives, or agricultural cooperatives, or any other cooperatives in Nagaland. From there they can also contribute. When they learn this, they can also think how the cooperative startups can be made, or how the cooperative ventures can be made. So they can contact the department, they can contact their colleges, their coordinator or teachers, and through teachers they can come to the government, they can go to Nagaland State Cooperative Union, they will help and guide the student to start new cooperatives. And also there are finances also available for cooperative startups for the seed money or share capital or working capital. That also when they will that can be done through the department or from the cooperative movement itself. This way there will be a combined effort of the department, government, cooperative movement, maybe youth-led enterprises, and also various startups and cooperatives. So they can all together bring those youth to cooperatives as a game changer.
Well, with that, I believe we have touched on almost all important aspects concerning cooperatives. To end this interview, sir, would you like to share any last thoughts to our listeners?
Yes, the people alone cannot do it. It's a effort of combined effort to everyone. So everyone should contribute for the last man of the society. And in Nagaland, I know there are very distant places where it is very difficult to connect the people. So the cooperative is a enterprise where through, especially the young start, if they establish a tourism cooperative or health cooperatives or agro processing cooperative or platform cooperatives through technology enabled, they can reach to the last man of the society. And definitely that is what is needed to develop our country, or what we called our Prime Minister Viksit Bharat, a developed nation by 2047. The first thing, then we need to develop our own state. So we need a developed Nagaland and then developed Bharat.
Well, dear listeners, with that, we have come to the end of our interview today. We are truly grateful to you, sir, for taking your time out and sharing your valuable insights to our listeners. I'm sure all of our listeners have got to learn something new, something valuable through this interview. On behalf of our listeners, we wish you the best in all your future endeavors. Thank you once again, sir.
Please like and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for the latest contents. Also, follow us on all our social media handles.